Tonight on Mr.E, we're going to take a look at the faces of monsters. These are the faces of the ones who have harmed our children. If you see them, please do not engage, do not approach them, and most importantly, do not let your children anywhere near them. The first Mr.E face tonight has two faces. Madeleine Rebecca Harks, formerly known as Matthew Raph Harks, has ties to both Vancouver and Brampton area. On March 22, 2019, the Peel Regional Police Department released the following statement. After receiving information from Correctional Service of Canada and upon careful review of the issue of public safety, Peel Regional Police are issuing a community safety advisory about an offender who resides in the Brampton area. Madeleine Harks, age 36 at the time, will be residing in the Main Street and Queen Street area of Brampton. Harks has been subject to 3 convictions of SA against young females under the age of 8 years old. Harks' young victims have included neighbors and fellow members of a church congregation. There was shock within the community, and even the mayor of Brampton publicly spoke out. He was then back in custody for a brief amount of time. On May 7th, 2020, the Toronto Sun had posted an article by Brad Hunter claiming that Harks was roaming the streets of Vancouver after taking off on a weekend pass from the halfway house that she was in. Detectives believe she had at least 60 victims before being nabbed for 200 offenses that occurred in British Columbia. She is, however, currently locked up again in the all-female Fraser Valley Institute. However, it is possible that she can appeal and once again return to our streets. I repeat one more time that she has ties to the Vancouver and Brampton area. Please, if you see her, do not engage, and most importantly, do not let your children anywhere near this monster. The next face on our list belongs to Michael Noah Cardinal. The Edmonton Police Service have released public information and warning for a violent sexual offender. This is dated June 5th, 2019, and the statement goes on to read, "In the interest of public safety, the Edmonton Police Service is issuing the following warning. Michael Noah Cardinal is a convicted, violent, and SA offender, and the Edmonton Police Service has reasonable grounds to believe that he will commit another violent and/or sexual offense while in the community. Cardinal will be residing in the Edmonton area. The Edmonton Police Service is seeking a reconnaissance order on Cardinal, and he will be monitored by the Behavioral Assessment Unit of the Edmonton Police Service. Cardinal has a history of robbery, spousal violence, SAs, including to strangers, family members, senior citizens, and young or underage females, and indecent acts. Cardinal has been placed on a series of court-ordered conditions. If you would like to know more on these conditions, please click on the links that I have added below. Anyone with information about potential breaches of these conditions by Cardinal can contact the Edmonton Police Services at 780-423-4567. The Edmonton Police Service is issuing this information and warning after careful deliberation of all related issues, including privacy concerns, in the belief that it is clearly in the public interest to inform the members of the community. Once again, he was released to the Edmonton area. Please do not engage and do not let your children anywhere near this man. The third face on our list tonight is of Bobby Terry Matheson. On October 22nd, 2016, the ConnectingNiagara.com website posted the following statement. Bobby Matheson was released after completing his sentence from federal penitentiary. At the time of his release from the penitentiary, he was brought before a provincial court judge in St. Catharines, Ontario, where he was placed on recognizance of bail. Bobby Matheson has been convicted of makes, prints, publishes, or possesses for the purpose of publication any child P contrary to Section 163.12 Criminal Code of Canada, for which he was sentenced to 3 years and 1 month. It goes on to say that Matheson was described as a white male, 39 years of age at the time of this post, and it is also believed that he may still be in the Niagara region. Please, if you see him, do not engage in any form of vigilante action. Just be aware and keep your children far away from this man. Coming in at number 4 is Andrew Kerrigan. The Edmonton Police Service have released the following statement on January 4th, 2017. In the interest of public safety, the Edmonton Police Service is issuing the following warning against Andrew Kerrigan. He is now a convicted SO offender, and the Edmonton Police Service has reasonable grounds to believe that he will commit another SO against someone under the age of 16 while in the community. Kerrigan will be residing in the Edmonton area. The Edmonton Police Service has obtained recognizance order on Kerrigan, and he will be closely monitored by the Behavioral Assessment Unit of the Edmonton Police Service. Kerrigan has been placed on a series of court order conditions, which you can always find below. I will link the police report. Once again, I'd like to mention Mr. Kerrigan is indeed in the Edmonton area. The following face is of a monster named Robert Sowell. In an article by Allison Langley from the Niagara Falls Review, it was stated in 2008 Sowell was sentenced to 7 years after he was convicted of molesting young boys who were between the ages of 8 and 11. Detectives also found an enormous amount of child pee on his computer. Not long after his release from custody, after serving time for numerous sex-related charges involving young boys in the Niagara Falls region, he did relocate to Hamilton. Sowell was declared a dangerous offender by Justice Fred Campling in Hamilton in relation to child luring-related offenses, which occurred in 2016. He is now considered a dangerous offender. However, it was stated by Hamilton Police Services, the Internet Child Exploitation Unit, that Sowell was trying to appeal the dangerous offender designation. I believe Sowell is considered very dangerous in our community, and once again, he does have ties to the Niagara region as well as Hamilton. If you see Mr. Sowell, do not engage with him, and please keep your children far away from this predator. The following monster on our list is named Gordon William Adams. On July 30th, 2020, the Edmonton Police Service released the following statement. Gordon Adams is a convicted SO, and the Edmonton Police Service has reasonable grounds to believe he will commit another S offense against someone while in the community. Adams will be residing in the Edmonton area. The Edmonton Police is seeking a court order on Adams, and he will be monitored by the Behavioral Assessment Unit of the Edmonton Police Service. Adams' risk of offending behavior increases significantly if under the influence of intoxicants, especially cannabis. He has threatened the use of a weapon during the commission of his offenses. Adams has a history of surveilling homes that belong to unknown women, including children under 16 years of age, breaking and entering into houses and stealing female undergarments and watching the sleeping victim, which has escalated to touching and SAing the victim. Adams also has a history of voyeurism and exhibitionism perpetuated against young women. The police have also added a very lengthy list of terms and conditions to their statement, and they do encourage anyone with any information about potential breaches of these conditions by Adams can contact the EPS at 780-423-4567. Once again, he was released to the Edmonton area. The following person on our list is Wade Paul Cameron. On November 19, 2004, the Edmonton Police Service released the following statement. In the interest of public safety, the Edmonton Police Service is issuing that Wade Paul Cameron was released today from the Bowden Institution, Bowden, Alberta, where he served 2 years for a breach of a probation order regarding contact with children under 14 years of age. Cameron is considered by police to be an untreated SO with a history of offenses against children under 14. On May 16, 1996, Cameron received a lifetime probation regarding contact with children under 14 years of age. He will be subject to a 1-year reconnaissance that will commence upon his release. Previous breaches of probation have caused concern about his risk to young children in the community. Cameron has indicated that he would like to reside in Edmonton upon his release from prison. Members of the public are advised that the intent of this process is to enable citizens to take suitable precautionary measures. The final thing on our list is named Travis Windsor. In an article dated on August 8, 2012, it states, "A man accused of criminal harassment earlier this summer has now also been charged with possession of child P." In a news release, Toronto police say they were investigating a man who was alleged making harassing phone calls throughout June to a woman in Niagara Falls. The man was identified, then arrested, and charged on July 10th. Police then executed a search warrant at the man's home, where they did indeed find child P. In another article here written by Alicia Hashem, dated August 1st, 2014, it does state that Windsor was found guilty of possessing the child P, and it was related to framed pictures in his apartment and a sickening 3-volume journal of graphic images of SA, murder, and dismemberment fantasies, mostly about girls from age 5 to mid-teens. Related to his time in custody for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, he wrote, and I quote, "Before my arrest, my belief was that all vermins deserve to be essayed. After spending 540 days in jail, my belief hasn't changed and my hunger remains." He went on to say it was all worth it. This disgusting waste of space, Travis Windsor, is absolutely a harm to our community. And police also believe there may have been other victims. Anyone with information regarding potential victims is asked to contact the police at 416-808-3304, or you can also call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-222-TIPS. Again, this monster is possibly in the Niagara or Toronto region. If you see him, walk or run the other way, because he is truly a twisted individual who will harm your child. I want to thank you all for watching this broadcast tonight. And remember, as a community, it is up to us to protect our children. I do not care if you subscribe to this channel. I do not care if you like this video. But please, please, at least share. Share it for the safety of all our children. Until next time, be safe. Signing off, Mr.E.